Hello, and welcome back to Shifting Tones, the podcast with nerdy tones and shifting topics. I'm this week's host, Dee, and I'm joined by my two lovely co-hosts, Sam
Hola.
and Steph.
¿Cómo estás?
Oh, I don't
Hola.
speak Korean.
Oh my god. I don't know why that just threw me for a loop, but how are you guys How are you guys doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
Oh, yeah, A2.
A2 Brute. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. As we record it Sunday, and I've had a busy week and a busy weekend, and I'm heading into a busy week for work. So
Busy,
kinda
busy,
just-
busy bee.
yeah, just
Yep.
kind of chilling today, but yeah, nothing too
Nice.
wild.
Is that what you're talking about just as an update? Is just your busy life so far?
Busy life. Yeah, I guess I know last time I talked about how I had like a concert to go to and a little like festival to go to, and I I'm glad I bought balcony seats at this concert, because otherwise it would have just been like general admission where you would be standing the entire time, because I took a tumble down half of my
Oh.
stairs.
What?
Oh, no.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
home?
at home. So this is not the
Oh.
first time I've done this either. Our stairs are very steep and they're wooden. The first time I did it, I fell from the second to top step all the way down,
Ugh.
and I hit my tailbone, and I had to buy like one of those like pillows,
Oh, butt pillow?
a special butt pillow, so I could sit, and I would take it with me from work to my car so I could drive without being in pain. And so then we put these carpet square type things, or carpet tiles kind of, for specifically for stairs on our
Yeah.
stairs. And I haven't had issues since. Well, don't know what happened, but last Thursday I slipped on the second to last stair down. It's cursed, I swear.
Jeez.
I was able to stop myself this time halfway through, and I didn't hurt my tailbone and I didn't hurt my head, thankfully.
Okay, that's good.
But I had a wicked bruise, and
Yikes.
it hurt getting up and sitting down. Like if I was standing or if I was sitting, I was fine, but the moving in between.
Ugh.
So I'm glad I got seats for the concert, and it was pretty close. Like we were the second row in the balcony, like towards the front. So we had like pretty good view. The people in front of us didn't show up. So I got to sit and actually see things. So that was nice. But thankfully, the only thing that hurts right now is a little bit of my back every now and then, but nothing.
Well, Dee, not to
Some
not to take away
stretching
from
can
your
help.
small talk, but I fell twice this weekend.
Oh no.
What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Wait,
It's
what's
just-
happening?
What's happening? Are we getting old? Oh my god.
No, we're not getting old. We're so young. We're 20 somethings. Anyways, we the first night on our trip to San Diego, which I'll get into, I was like, I'm gonna go hop in for a shower because I went to the zoo all day and I was exhausted and hot and sweaty. So first step I took in there, boom, fall, slipped and fell like
No.
crazy, like a
Oh my
cartoon character.
God.
And I like hit my knee
No.
and my shin real bad. I didn't hit my head, thank God. And then, was fine. Took my shower, got out. Everything was good. Then we started walking to go get dinner or something like that, and like tripped and fell over a curb. And I was like, oh my God, what is wrong with me? But in my defense on the curb, like 2 minutes later, we saw another guy trip and fall off a curb. So I
So
think
it's that
San Diego
curb.
curbs. Yeah. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry. I just had to let you know about that.
Wait,
No, that
now,
was-
now, should I be worried? Like, I haven't fallen, but...
Steph, look behind you.
Be
Yeah,
careful, be
right?
careful. You have a lot of stairs and they're wooden in your house. So be careful. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Your cats are gonna trip you. You're not aware of it yet.
I know. I feel like I need to
Oh my
watch
gosh.
out.
Yeah. Oh gosh. But
Was
yeah,
the
otherwise,
concert good?
yeah, the concert was great, actually. I got to see a band I hadn't seen before that I wanted to see, and a few bands that I haven't seen before that just happened to be in the roster. Some of them were okay. Andy literally made the comment about one of the bands. I'm not going to name names, but he's like, I think they would have been better if they didn't sing.
Oh, yikes.
Whoa,
That's rough.
It's like, oh, okay.
That's a bold
but-
statement.
Yeah,
Man.
but but the lead band that like the headliner and then the one right before the headliner were absolutely great. So I'm really happy we went, and I got a bunch of merch, like some shirts and some pins. So I was happy with it.
Nice. Well, that's what you get when you see the Beatles perform.
Oh yeah.
You never know if they're going to perform really well or not.
Yeah.
So Sam,
But-
you mentioned a trip. Oh, I was
Yeah, you were in
trying to
San
transition to
Diego.
Sam.
Yeah. How was
Whoa,
San Diego?
We're gonna a Sam transition to Sam. I was trying to make Sam and transition mix, but it's not. San Diego was good. I went there for a work conference. So I do mapping for a living, and the overall big mapping company Esri puts on a big user conference every year. There's 20,000 people in attendance.
Wow.
The Prime Minister of
Mm.
Jamaica was there. The CEO of Nat Geo. The CEO of this massive nonprofit organization that brought back 16 national parks to Chile and Argentina.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
For really? Like for
Yeah.
real? Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. There's some other big people there, but anyways, these are all the people that did their thing, and it was just an incredible week-long conference. They give out a ton of free quote-unquote swag, as they like to call it, as the hips cool kids are calling it.
Mhm.
And I got a hoodie for myself, and I got my niece's nephew mapping t-shirts, of course,
Nice.
and everybody got a hand-painted ceramic tile as a souvenir. So
Oh.
family, no, you guys didn't get anything, sorry, but
Oh.
it was a national trip. International
Yeah, but
trips, you
it's
guys get
fun.
souvenirs, but national, yeah, it was really cool. Oh, and we got to go to the most haunted house in America, the Whaley
Ooh.
House. Yeah. So
Okay,
that's
I've
in
heard of
Old
that.
Town San Diego.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Did
we
you
had a
do a
spooky
ghost hunt?
experience. No. So the ghost
Mhm.
hunt was after hours, and it was like $100 a ticket,
Mm.
as opposed to the regular tour being like $15 a ticket. So
I mean, haunted
Um,
house, most haunted house in America. You gotta, price a pretty penny for a ghost tour there.
Mhm,
that's
mhm.
fair. It was cool though. It was so like Old Town San Diego. If you've never been there, is like all traditional like Mexican food, like lining the streets, which was fantastic. We had tacos and margaritas for dinner. And the Whaley House just kind of sits right in there. And we got a tour by this lady who was in like full like time period regalia, the whole
Mm.
dress of the tens. And she was fun. She was like, trying to be spooky and scare us and, be creepy and stuff, which she did a good job. But the experience we had, we all got into this room and closed the door to this like main living room area, and we kept hearing this tinging noise. And the lady's like going through her routine, and then at like halfway through, she's like, "Does anybody else hear that noise?" And like stopped putting on like her act and was more like, "What is that noise?"
Mhm.
And we're like, "Yeah, the chandelier above us is moving." And like had like crystals hanging down from it. And I got a video of the crystals like clinking into each other. And she's like, "Huh, I've never seen that before." And I was
Oh,
like,
jeez.
"Oh, pretty cool.
Okay.
Pretty cool." So
Okay. That's
yeah,
just something
Nice.
simple.
yeah, we got to see some seals swimming. We went to the zoo. Separate seals from the zoo and swimming seals. Those were in the cove, and lots of good food. And we went to a really cool speakeasy where there was no menu, and you just told them what kind of drinks you like, and they made something random for you, which was cool.
Oh, that's neat.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and we did not have terribly horrible airport issues this time.
Well,
That's
that's a
good.
bonus.
Yeah, we only had a slight delay on the last flight back home, so yeah, overall it was a win-win.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for me, I don't have anything as exciting as both of you.
Okay, into the topic then.
No, the only thing I was gonna talk about is how Garfield and I, if you remember,
Oh my God.
were calling my husband Garfield. So it may
Mhm.
take a while for the listeners to get used to that. So Garfield and I went to a estate sale because I've been getting into those.
Ooh.
It was a one-day only event.
Nice.
We drove like 35 minutes to go to it, and we went like right when it opened. It was advertised as like vintage stuff. So I was like,
Yes.
okay,
Mhm.
we'll see. We had to stand in a line for like
Yep.
an hour and 15
Mhm.
minutes. They
Were you at the front of the line?
No.
Okay.
We were towards the, as other people in line called it, the quitting zone.
Oh
Like,
no.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we were in the back. Thankfully, it wasn't super like sunny and it was pretty cloudy, so we weren't in direct sun. It was 9
That's
a.m.,
good.
but the humidity, I swear, just that 1 hour we stood there, the humidity rose like by 20%. You could just feel it.
Yikes.
Ugh.
But it was crazy because the people up front, so we're just standing there and we're like, well, we drove 35 minutes to be here. We've got nothing else going on. Let's just stay, whatever.
Right.
The one person, some guy up front, like he was right. I don't know why he did this, but he was up front and he just walked off. Like he started storming out and people were asking like, what's going on up front? Or like, are they letting people in? Because the line hasn't moved at all. And he
Right.
said,
Mhm.
no, they're only letting 20 people in at a time. I've been here since 7 a.m. and they only let 20 people in. And he just left.
Oh my god.
He was like,
Wow,
it's
what a
going to
baby.
take, I know, he was like, it's going to take like 2 hours, blah, blah, blah. Because nobody had come out yet. Those first
my
20
God.
Oh,
people
okay.
like took forever because obviously they're first in
No
line.
patience. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, but I was like, bro didn't even have to wait that much longer. I think 20 minutes later and the line started moving. It was crazy. But when the first couple people started coming out, they kept saying, oh, there's a lot of good stuff in there. Like, oh, there's still so much to see. And then one lady asked this woman carrying a whole bunch of vintage stuff out and said, what time did you get here? She was like, I got here at 6 a.m., set up my spot, and I was 7th in line. Mind you, this sale it opens at 9. I was like, these people
my
are
God.
nuts. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have
Oh, yeah.
to be like reselling it or
Yeah.
something.
And
Yeah,
it just
they are.
like, it's so, that culture, it's just like, look, I get it. If that's your business, sure, because you are taking time out of your day. But on the other hand, you got people that would actually like use the stuff in their house. You know, it's just like a weird
Right.
culture.
Mhm.
You know,
I agree.
not for me. It's the same. I guess
you-
that's the same mentality as like the scalping, right? For
Yes, it's the
Mhm.
exact same thing.
cards. It's just kind
Yeah.
of
People
it
do
was
that
just,
big, they'll do that big box stores even and Goodwill and like wherever they can make a penny, they'll do it.
Mhm.
yeah, it's just like so. I don't know. It's kind of icky in a way, but to
Did you
each
find
their
anything
own.
good though?
I got a fun table lamp. Like this house was really cool. It had, those old school like conversation pits.
Yes.
They had
Mhm.
that
Best thing
in the
ever.
basement
What?
of the house. It was a really cool house. It was some lady that passed away. Some company put on this thing, so I don't know if she had family in the state or
Mhm.
nearby or anything, but like there was no family in sight and some company just hosted it. And it was kind of sad because I was looking like there was like a bunch of albums and I thought it was like scrapbook albums, so I was looking at them and then it turns out it was just all these photos of her and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is like actually sad."
Oh no.
Yeah, but there was a lot of cool things. The closets were absolutely ramsacked. Like just rummaged through. Like people just took everything. But it was like $5 and it was actual like true vintage old stuff.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
only thing I managed to get was like a 100% wool sweater for $5, so that was pretty good.
That's nice.
But
Yeah.
everything
Solid.
else was just like, and it was just gone. It was crazy.
Just like that.
Yeah, pretty
Just
much.
like that.
But that was the only
That
thing. Go ahead. What?
what?
What were you
I was
saying?
just gonna say, I've gone to a few estate sales. My dad likes going to try to find like vintage board games and albums and stuff like that. But I went to one where we didn't get there right when it opened, and I walked in, and right on the table when I walked in were 2 huge boxes of like old 90s Magic the Gathering cards.
Mm.
And I was like,
Mm.
oh, this is money right here. Like I had the scalper mentality in my head. And I
Jeez.
like picked them up and like carried them over to the register. And she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, somebody set those there because they're gonna buy them later." I'm like, "Well, they're here, and I just want to buy them and go at this point." She's like, "No, sorry, somebody got dibs on them." I was like, "You can do dibs and an
Yeah.
estate sale?" I don't know. I just pick it. Whatever you can carry is what you can get. If you put them down, it's fair game. I think
Yeah, they have like
controversial.
there you go. The one I had, had like a set it to the side area where you put all your stuff, and you had to mark it with tape to say
That's
like,
dumb.
yeah. So I had to put my name on the stuff I wanted, and then keep looking. It was a
Hmm.
really cramped, tight, narrow house, so I do get it
Yeah.
because like I couldn't carry a big lamp throughout the house without hitting someone. So I'm like, I
Mm,
kind of
mhm.
understand.
Makes sense.
Nope. I'm saying no. I'm calling a flag on the field for this one.
Like on the field.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's my small
Okay.
talk about my estate sale hunting. So
Well, it sounds like we all got up to a bunch of stuff. And so another bad segue into the topic of today's episode. But um speaking of hobbies and stuff, I know a lot of my hobbies are arts and crafts related. And so I thought it would be fun to talk about some critically endangered crafts. So I found this cool social media page that happened to be for a national charity in the UK called Heritage Crafts, and they
Ooh.
are making it their goal to it's a charity, so they set it up to celebrate, support, and safeguard traditional craft skills and to facilitate a national conversation about their importance. So
Ooh,
it is
that's
based out of
nice.
the UK, so a little bit, not quite Americanized, but I feel like America is younger and all of the crafts and things that we have here are pretty much just from Europe and
somewhere
everywhere
else,
else. Somewhere else other than here, besides maybe some indigenous or Native American crafts and things. Um, but I initially saw them on Instagram, and they were having like a fair where they did a bunch of different classes that you could attend, and try out some of these like endangered crafts. So some I saw were like making a broom or making these cool clay tiles and things like that. And you got to see people do these things.
That's like such a good idea because you said they were critically endangered crafts.
Yes. So they kind of like the bird conservation and animal like thing where it's like there's like the red list where they're like endangered or things could be considered extinct or something like
Mhm.
that. So they have a few different categories, and they have some extinct in the UK. So those are locally extinct or extirpated, which means they're no longer practiced in the UK, but they might be practiced somewhere else. And this list that they have only includes that have been extinct in the last generation, because I'm sure there's plenty of other things that can be considered extinct from like forever ago.
But the little
Um,
fair sounds like such a good idea
mhm.
because then it can try to hopefully spark interest or keep it alive somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
I love a good arts and crafts fair, and the idea of like going to one where you would like get to do a project is really appealing. Kind of like those like painting pottery places or stained glass classes you can do, but usually you're paying out a pretty penny,
right.
for those things. um but yeah, so I thought it'd be fun to go over a little bit of these ones, and there are only 5 extinct, but there's a decent amount of critically endangered and even more that are considered endangered. So I'm not going to go through every single one of them. Um, but there are many reasons why these might be extinct. Like I said, they're no longer practiced in the UK in these, so they might just be because a lot of it is just industrialization and using machines now instead of hand making stuff. So you'll see a pattern, I think. But
Okay.
yeah, so I thought it'd be fun. And at the end, I'm gonna um, see which ones you guys would want to, if you had all the resources available to you, which one would you want to dive into? You
Ooh,
know?
okay. I like that.
Yeah,
Sounds good. Yeah.
yeah. So we can just get started with the extinct ones. So, like I said, there's 5. The first one being cricket ball making, which is hand stitched, where you have a cork core and leather covering. So a lot of this it's just now outside of the UK because it's indigenous in other regions, so they don't really make it in the UK anymore.
So they just,
Or
I'm
they're like,
guessing, import it.
yeah, a lot of these things are imported, or they're made out of non-handmade materials like plastics,
Yeah.
resins, that
Yeah, this
sort of
kind of
thing.
seems like one of those ones that doesn't matter if it comes back or not. I know we'll talk about that later, but I don't
Yeah.
know, like cricket ball making. Like, do you care if like your tennis ball's handmade or your basketball? Like, I just want it to be like balanced
Yeah.
and good. So if a robot's going to do that better in this case, cricket ball making, I guess, doesn't affect a lot of people, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, sometimes I think about how like I'm pretty sure like football is like this, where they have very specifically made footballs for American football when
Yes.
they play games and stuff, and they never reuse them. Like that's kind of what I got, but I guess this one in particular has just been outsourced to different countries, really. Um, similar situation with lacrosse stick making, like specifically making them out of wood. And it's also pretty much because it originated in the First Nations people of Canada and it was
Oh.
appropriated by European colonizers. So I
Oh.
think they've kind of stopped making them here and now they're just more so made in like Canada and other places.
So is
Um,
lacrosse like traditionally a Canadian sport then? Is that what
yeah,
I'm learning?
it originated, yeah, in Canada. I learned that by looking at this stuff.
I
So,
did not know
Interesting.
that.
um, yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
I
that
would have
either.
assumed British
Yeah,
because
but
they colonized everything. Yeah.
yeah, and they're the ones that appropriated it and made it popular.
Right.
So, yeah, and then some the other interesting ones. Um, this one's called gold beating, which is the art of processing gold by hammering it into gold leaf. So this has just become mechanized. Like it's just been
Yeah.
machines and now it's outsourced to like China
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't
and
know
that's
who cares
fair.
places
about
like
gold
that.
beating. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would take forever, right? If
For
one
That's just
I
person's
can just
doing it.
imagine, yeah.
that's a rich man's craft anyways.
Yeah.
Who's getting
And
their hands
then
on gold to begin with?
oh gosh, yeah, so expensive to and then flatten out to make it more and like, super thin. Oh, yeah, no. And then similar to that is mouth blown glass sheet glass making. So like if you've been to some really really old buildings and you see like they have like little like circles or divots in the dead center of like the glass, it's because it was hand blown and flattened. But now people they just use a completely different method like called the floating glass method to make these sheets much more easily than they
You know
would
what?
by like blowing them.
That seems like one that would be cool to bring back just as like you can take a class on it. Like I don't think it serves a commercial purpose anymore, but just to be like, hey, look,
Mhm.
here's how we used to do things. Here's a little class on it, like ball making and gold flattening. No, but glass blowing. Yeah. I mean, I know there's
Yeah.
still glass blowing, but
Yeah.
this specific
But
form.
like those
There's
studios could put those classes on, and that'd be kind of
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
absolutely.
I guess something about this is like the art has kind of like the techniques used have been kind of lost along the way as well because of certain things or other techniques became more popularized. So that's part of it too. And the last one that's extinct is mold and deckle making, which
What
is
is that?
a mold, MOULDS, and deckle are the things that you use for the production of handmade paper. And
Oh.
I looked into this because I'm like, I know people on random TikToks and things make handmade paper and stuff. So I looked more into it, and it's specifically um, like the handmade paper with these original molds that were used are a lot different than modern day ones. Like they're similar, but they are, I guess, different enough if you care about that sort of thing.
That
So you're
So
old
like really a
paper.
nerd.
yeah, yeah. So I
So
guess
is
like
that the sorry to interrupt. Is that the type of paper that like a lot of times I think because I think I know what you're talking about seeing it on
mhm.
TikTok that you would see in like I don't know fancy like journals or something that kind of has like this roughness to it.
Yeah, like a texture type of
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So they would use the mold and deckle to use the pulp, is what they call
Yes.
it,
Yep.
into thin layers. And then one of them is like the sheet, like the film that they put it on, and then they drain on water and they put it on like a cloth to dry it out. And then they press it to like get all the water out and stuff.
Bring it back.
So yeah,
I think
those are,
that's cool. Yeah.
yeah. I I I know I'm gonna ask you guys which ones you like, but a lot of these I was like, "Ooh, that sounds fun. Ooh, that sounds fun," or "That's interesting,"
Right.
Out of
for a
the
lot. So,
extinct ones, I definitely
hmm
feel like I would try maybe the mouth blown glass making
Yeah.
part. I think
Yeah.
that'd be the coolest one to try.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, glass blowing in general, just so cool. I've been to a few museums and art museums and stuff where they do glass blowing and do a little thing, and it just boggles my mind every time.
I do think lacrosse stick making would kind of be cool too, in the sense of like if you have a kid that's your kid plays lacrosse, or like somebody that
Mhm.
is really into lacrosse, it'd be fun to like learn how to do it and make them a handmade lacrosse stick as like a gift for them.
And when it
Mhm.
breaks on the field, because you
No,
handmade
no,
it.
no.
You
You hang it
you
up on
can
your.
repair it because you've handmade it.
That's
There
right.
you
I'm
go.
an expert now. I'm a craftsman.
There
Yes.
you go. Uh, okay. Yeah. So those were the extinct ones. So and it kind of makes sense why a lot of them are extinct, you know.
Yeah.
You'll see the similar patterns in all of them. Um then we're moving into the critically endangered, and I'm not going to go into the endangered or currently viable because there's so many of them. But these ones are at serious risk of no longer being practiced in the UK. So it's either they are crafts with a shrinking base of people who actually know how to do them. Um, Maybe they have limited training opportunities. So maybe the people who know how to do them can't train or don't train, or are very specialized or something like that. Maybe they just cost way too much nowadays to do or to get into. So it's hard to, it's not financially viable to get into them. And then there's also there's just no way to pass on these skills or knowledge in some ways. Like they're very specific, some of them.
Okay.
So there are a lot. So I did separate them kind of into categories. So we'll go kind of category by category. I separated them out by like there's some woodworking ones and like basket weaving is like there's so many different weavings and basket making ones that are critically endangered. And then we'll have metal and clay, some glass, and some fabric and paper. So the first one with the wood, which had the most in here, was there's arrowsmithing. So making arrows out of wood and feathers, like by hand,
That's
Ooh.
cool. I like that.
which is pretty fun.
Is that just for
Um,
like archery or for hunting, or kind of just both?
Yes.
Yeah, like and
Yes.
making so both and like making the arrowheads out of like steel and like forging them. Like
That's pretty
that
cool.
specifically part of it. There's like I said, there's so many like basket work. So there's basket work, furniture making, besom broom making, which is making brooms out of pieces of twigs, like birch twigs, and tying them together to make
Like
a
a
broom.
witch.
Yeah, like a witch's broom, like a classic witch's
Okay.
broom.
I can't imagine there's a big clientele for that. It's probably why
Now
this
they killed all
is-
the witches. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair.
well, and that was one of the things that I saw that they had a class about, was making brooms in this way.
That's
and the-
that's
yeah.
make it extinct.
Makes
I don't know,
sense.
just go buy a broom.
Like I mean, and I'm sure there's other types of brooms. Like there's one I think in just the regular endangered one that's just making brooms out of like straw brooms, like
Yeah, more effective than sticks.
things like that. And I know like we have Swiffers and and plastic brooms nowadays for everything, and robot little vacuum guys for things. So
Roomba.
like it makes sense why that art is kind of not around so much anymore. You
Quick
also
question.
have
Do you have a Roomba?
I do not. I want one though,
Who
but
has a Roomba? I thought we knew somebody with a Roomba. Do you have a Roomba, Steph?
No, I do not.
I cannot
Alright.
think of anyone I know that has a Roomba, to be honest.
If you're listening to
I
this and
think-
have a Roomba, let me know in the comments down below.
Or post it on our subreddit.
or post it.
Yeah,
And-
post your
and-
picture of your Roomba.
And what did you name it? Because people name their Roombas, and
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
kind of
true.
want one.
So you can
and it-
put your cats on top of it.
And
let 'em ride
less
around.
cat hair. Yeah. Though I feel like with cats, cat toys would just be sucked right up into it, and then it'd always be like stuck or in need of being reset or something. So that's why I pretty much haven't got one. But
Since we're on Roombas real quick still. Have you ever
Okay.
seen those videos of like people betting money on Roombas, and like so they'll build like or get like a baby cage, one of those like octagon style ones, and they'll put a
Mhm.
bunch of balloons in there that are different colors or numbered, and then they
Yes.
attach a knife to the Roomba,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever's balloon is left gets all the money.
Oh, geez.
I have seen that.
I think we should do that.
Did you know my fun fact about Roombas and any like electronical like robot like that, vacuum robot, they have a program when it is defective or needs fixed. There's literally like there's a program where you say, I want this exact Roomba back. I don't want a replacement. Like they had to start a program like that instead of just replacing them because people became so attached to their specific Roombas that they wanted that one fixed.
No,
and this
no,
is
no.
why the broom making went extinct. Or is
Yeah,
almost, is
Heck,
almost
broom
dead.
Almost exactly.
Will Smith was
exactly.
right.
Yeah, and then there's a bunch of like coiled straw basket making, Devon stave basket making, which is like having wooden staves be the like the structure of it. Fair Isle strawback chair making, which is a specific straw chair on Fair Isles.
Oh, gee,
The
that's
Northern
super-
Isle
super
basket
Very
making.
specific,
Yeah,
yeah.
like super specific. Oh, rake making.
Who's doing that? Who's
Swill
doing a
basket
rope?
making. It's all these different basket weaving and makings just with like ones with birch, ones with oak. You know, like it's all just kind of different wood, a lot of them.
Okay.
There's also thatching that is going out. There's rattan furniture making.
Really?
Is that the stuff
yeah.
like it looks like it feels like a basket, but it's furniture,
Yeah,
right?
it's like
Okay.
making basket furniture and homewares. You like it's a frame with woven components. So it's been
Is it
pretty
kind of
popular
similar
recently.
to like it's kind of similar to wicker furniture, right?
Yes, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
of. I said
exactly.
basket, I meant
Yeah.
wicker. Okay,
I
I see
know
what you're
he's
doing.
like the basket furniture.
Same thing. It's all the same.
And then similar more wooden things. Um bow making as in the musical bows for violins, like
okay.
the
Oh.
making and repairing of those, like hand making those. There's a few different like I don't know how to pronounce it. Currach making. It's a specific Irish boat.
Oh, you're thinking of Keurig making and
Oh
robots
yeah,
do
yeah,
that. They'll
yeah,
make your
yeah.
coffee for you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alongside figurehead and ship carving. So like the things on the fronts of ships, like the mermaid and like
Oh.
the decorative stuff.
That's really cool. Bring that back.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it back. Except
Bring it back.
I can't see same thing. Probably just not many people are buying boats to be able
Yeah.
Yeah, you
like-
don't own that many
Or they're
pirate
all
ships anymore.
plexiglass and fiberglass. That's the word I was looking for. Fiberglass boats nowadays. Like you don't really have a
Yeah.
wooden mermaid figurine.
I like
you
a
know.
plexiglass boat. That'd be pretty cool. All clear. I like that.
There's also wain-riding, which is making horse-drawn wagons or ship wagons. Those things. So that
Who's
makes sense
riding
why.
a wagon?
And then plane
The
making.
Amish.
Oh, the Amish.
Oh, in the UK.
Well, yeah. In
They're
the
not going to listen to this anyways. Got them.
And then and the last few in the wood category that I put in here was piano making because I didn't really know where to
Oh,
put that.
Really?
Yeah, so piano making just like in general. There's not a lot of people, I guess, in the UK that make pianos so much anymore. So and then in the last category wooden fishing net making and tanning oak bark into leather.
Wait, that is
Okay.
so specific.
So yeah, I saw tanning and it has like parentheses oak bark.
Dee, on your currachs or whatever they were called, the Irish boat thing.
Mhm.
I was looking at them. Yeah, they kind of look like just a slightly bigger canoe. But there is a currach single malt Irish whiskey you can buy.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Fun.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's all of the wood and like kind of sort of wood making things and weaving. Moving on, there's a smaller section of glass or what I've considered glass. Copper wheel glass engraving. So it's a mixture of like copper and glass and they spin it on a wheel and engrave things. And I guess it was
that's cool.
popular before World War II and kind of like now people just want replicas. They don't want the actual thing because the replicas are sturdier.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I bet that's a big
Cut-
like market though for people to try to find the originals. Like I could see that.
Oh, I
like,
bet,
a
yeah.
vintage original of that.
Yeah, it's like you use like a lathe pretty much on a copper wheel, and I guess like you made these really fun patterns on it, on these glass things. But
That would be cool.
yeah. Orrery making, I hope I'm saying that right.
So what?
They are like, imagine the mechanical solar system models that you'd see in like older movies. It's those. Making
Oh,
those
like a mad scientist would have in his
yeah, like a
lab?
mechanical solar system model that
Oh,
like
I'm
you would
seeing
imagine
it
like
right
Da
now.
Vinci had or something like that.
Like
I thought that
That's
was
like where the
fun.
planets just float.
Like
on the
kind of
rods?
clogs. Here, I'm gonna
Yeah.
send you that.
They're I guess they were a teaching aid on to explain how the solar system worked. So it's like a bunch of wheels, cogs, and the planets rotate at different ways, around the sun.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
now.
Wait
Thank
until they
you.
figure
So-
out there's a 9th planet.
Thank you, Sam, for the visual because I was lost as a kite. I was like,
Lost as a kite?
something with
What?
planets.
No, back up a second. Lost as a kite?
Isn't
like
that an
that.
expression?
No.
I don't
You're making
know.
things up.
Time to
Lost-
Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lost as a kite. No, if when I googled "lost as a kite," that's all I typed in. If you were trying to find a local mental health professional or support group,
Hey,
Um,
it
I
works.
can assist you.
It works in the
Okay.
context.
Oh no, I'm gonna get on a.
Oh.
Someone's gonna call me.
Someone online says it's a mixture of as high as a kite and get lost, like go fly a kite.
No,
Okay.
Steph's making things up.
I don't know, but
That's
Steph, if
awesome.
you need help, let us know. We're here for you.
and the other two glass ones were glass eye making, literally just making
That's
glass
cool.
eyes.
For,
I like
for
that.
like people that have lost their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, that's
If you
awesome.
need a new Sharingan.
There is a girl on TikTok that makes a bunch of different glass eyes, and she's a teacher, and she orders a bunch of glass
Yes.
eyes, and she literally has like a bunch of Naruto themed
She's super
eyes
cool.
and things. Like, she's so fun. And then the other one is cut crystal glass making. So like the old school manufacturing of cut glass, but specifically for domestic use, like lighting.
I was gonna say
like-
like stuff for like chandeliers. Or
Like
things.
chandeliers
Crystals.
and like that specific, because there are still people who make like the cut crystal like glass like cups
Wow.
Okay.
and things like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what I considered the glass ones.
I
Okay.
think the eye one would be
yeah.
just crazy. And it'd be
Wouldn't it be
crazy to like
fun?
make it and then see someone wearing what you made. That'd be like
Your eyeball.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I made your eye. Like that's just like a weird thing to say.
Yeah. And you could do like whatever. It could match your normal eye, it could be a different color, change it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then my fabric paper category was bowed felt hat making. So it's just a specific type of felt hat. Clog making
Okay.
in the UK. And I was speaking with my husband, and he's like, "Well, who's wearing clogs in the UK?" And I guess I looked into it, and clogs were pretty much just where they have wooden soles and leather upper parts. So that's what they consider a clog. So this is for handmade clogs, not the factory like production.
So not those
ones.
big goofy wooden yellow.
Yeah,
ones
not
that you
the
see in
classic
cartoons.
clog. Yeah,
Okay.
that you think of.
Aren't those
Um,
Dutch?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I
Anyway.
was like, that's why it's extinct.
Yeah. Yeah. But these are just like wooden soled shoes with leather tops, and I guess they were primarily worn by the working class in like factories and stuff, where they had to have more protection things, which that makes
Okay.
sense. Some other ones: damask weaving linen, so weaving linen, skilled production and trades of fabric flower making. I guess they used to use these very specific like flower irons back in the
Oh.
day to make like these fancy fabric flowers that were used in like different like avant-garde like
fashion, and then all these other places. And I guess now they're just kind of like mass produced fabric flowers as opposed to these very specific, realistic looking fabric flowers.
Kind of like Victorian hair wreaths.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. That'd be like part of that. In the giant wig would be fabric flowers. There's also fan making, so the paper fans.
Okay.
Okay, makes sense. We have literally electric fans nowadays and
Yeah.
AC in some parts of the UK, I would think. Fabric pleating, which is specifically using fabric and cardboard cut out like pleating, and you steam them and it keeps the shape, as opposed to current day pleating where if you wash it a lot of times they just like kind of you lose the shape and you have to re-steam and re-iron things.
Okay.
There's glove making, frame knitting, hat plaiting, which is very similar to the fabric plaiting, horsehair weaving.
Nice, I like that.
What?
Yeah.
You heard the woman.
So using horsehair upholstery fabric on a cotton or silk wrap.
Okay, so you have
or
to
warp.
take horsehair to then use it to
and you
weave.
like weave it, into like a fabric. Yeah, I guess it's sturdy and was really popular back in the day.
And they're not making horses like they used to.
Exactly. There's linen beetling, which is where you pretty much just pound linen fabric with a machine to make it shiny.
Okay.
I'm sure there's easier ways to do that nowadays.
Yeah, no kidding. Let it go extinct.
Parchment and vellum making, commercial handmade paper making, so like we were talking earlier. Plume making, so the feather plumes for like military hats and
I was thinking
marching band hats.
I was thinking a writing utensil.
No, not for this one. This one's the hats, like the plumes. My marching band in high school had the plume that we had to stick in our hat for competitions and stuff.
Same, just like Yankee Doodle Dandy.
Exactly. Some other things are straw hat making, whip making, but for horses, not Indiana Jones whips. Making. Yeah, straw. Yeah, be like Luffy.
Monkey D. Luffy.
And then the last few are silk ribbon making, quilting in a frame, and point shoe making. So like ballerina shoes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of these just, it makes sense why they're
these are a lot of industrialized kind of factory. Horsehair.
I can definitely see it. I think for some of it it's kind of like sad that it's going away.
I forgot because I had it at the top. 4-edge painting, which is when they take books and they're gold leafed or silver leafed or whatever, but if you like move the pages to one angle, there's a painting on it.
That's so cool. I love that.
I see those, so not just like the sprayed edges where you airbrush it or anything, but specifically where you paint it at an angle and then you foil them, and so the image is hidden until you move it to one side.
I think that's a cool art that should be brought back.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I feel like some of these, it's like, okay, we should get more people. Get on it, stat. Put it in the
Get on it.
Yes, ma'am.
Craft fair.
Yeah, put it in the the county job like career center.
Put that on Indeed.
There you go. And then so that's a bunch of paper fabric-y ones. But a lot of those are just, I feel like, industrialized and more easily done, or not necessarily needed so much anymore. The last one is like metal or clay or stone. Some of them could fall into a bunch of them, but the first one being bell founding, aka making those big bells, like for churches and for things. So I'm like, I don't know who is building a building that they need a big bell anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
Chain making, like hand forged chains.
Wow.
Making. Okay. Clay pipe making.
That's cool.
Copper smithing, but specifically for objects, and like plates, bowls instead of like jewelry. Jewelry is still really big with copper.
Right.
Diamond cutting. So
do that to a machine.
engine turned engraving, so using a powered turning thing to engrave things. I guess it
So
makes
that's just been
different
updated
patterns. Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
then. Okay.
Mail making, so like chain mail. It's a
That's
specific
cool.
kind of chain stuff. Same thing with metal thread making.
That
So
goes
like
hand in
a
hand.
like kind of like jewelry,
Yeah.
kind of.
Kinda, yeah, but it's like just really thin metal. Where's the thingy? I had it right here.
Like to sew.
Yeah,
with?
for like metal threads for like embroidery, like the fancy
Oh,
gold,
okay.
silver, metallic threads. And if you have done any embroidery or you're in embroidery sides of groups or anything, the shiny metallic embroidery floss is like cursed. It's so hard to work with.
Gotcha.
So makes sense if they were making it like out of actual metal, you know.
Okay.
There's also encaustic tile making. So you create a mold of a tile, fill it with clay, take it out, let it dry a little bit, and then you fill it with different colors in like the recesses of the tile. And you can either do just one other color, so it's two-toned, or multiple colors. You have to let like certain parts dry, and then you take it out, let it dry, and then you kind of smooth it down to reveal the entire pattern, and then you let it dry, fire it, and it becomes a tile. So
That's a lot.
that
It's
type of
cool,
yeah.
but yeah, that is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. So that was one of the other videos I saw in the fair that they were doing, where people were making these cool clay tiles that I'm sure they wouldn't be able to take home because they had to let them
Yeah.
dry and things. But
Would it make more sense to just take a piece of like piece of square ceramic and then just paint it and like cover it with
Well-
an enamel. That would make more sense, right?
yeah, but I think because the way that it's fired, the encaustic tile would probably hold up longer, whereas the enamel can chip away in theory, you know.
Not my problem. Not my problem. Dude.
There's also flute making, so concert flute making.
It's very specific.
Yes. Saw making, scissor making, spade making, spinning
all the
wheel
tools.
making, yeah, watch making, watch dial enameling, which that I understand because some of the chemicals and things that they use are like radioactive.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
yikes!
So it can be it's really
Dangerous. Yeah.
dangerous sometimes. I know they have like better versions nowadays, but that kind of makes sense to me. And then scientific and optical instrument making.
I guess I'm surprised watchmaking is like.
Yeah, I
endangered.
think I wonder if that is more so it's just been like moved to
Modernized?
different countries, like Switzerland probably
Oh,
kind of
okay.
I
took
think like
over.
Germany does it too.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, and especially if they're trying to be like, you know, oh, Swiss watches are the best, they're going to not give the things they need to the UK or other countries to make watches. So I guess that kind of makes sense to me too.
Yeah, according to this website, there's only 11 to 20 current professionals where that is like their main
Mhm.
income is watchmaking.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Yeah. And then the last few, there's tinsmithing. So repairing tin plate items, which used to be much more common than they are now. And then there's something called pietra dura, which is a specific decorative technique where they inlay precisely cut, polished, and fitted stones to create intricate. So it's like a type of mosaic. But they use like semi-precious stones. And this specific one has been classified as resurgent because it seems there might be a positive trajectory of people doing it again. So it's still endangered, but the decline is starting to reverse because people are getting interested
It's
in
on
it.
the up and up.
It's new, it's hot.
And then the last one where I didn't really know where to put it is mill writing, which is a mixture of several crafts, but it's building machines to harness wind, water, and animal power to drive machinery.
Oh, okay, like a wheel well.
Yeah, so yeah, to create like engineering stuff, carpentry, ironwork, you know, that sort of thing. So
I feel like that's important to be modernized
Yeah.
because you have like solar panels and wind turbines and
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
yeah, even if you try not to do like the, you know, coal and fuel and gas route.
Yeah.
There's still nowadays modern ways to generate energy for things.
Okay, pick one of these.
Yeah,
What
top
would
3.
you-
Yeah, top
Yes.
3 each.
Top 3?
Yeah.
Okay,
Woo.
okay.
Yeah, top 3.
I don't know. I'm excited. I want to bring a top 3 back. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
D, choose
Yeah.
a top 3 that you'd want to work on then.
Okay, yeah. I already know my top one because I really liked the idea of it. So what's my top 2 or 3? I think maybe the third one would be the glass eye making because that just seems really interesting.
Yeah.
And be fun, and like you could be really creative with it. And it would be helping people, with who need prosthetic eyes and things. So I do like the glass eye making. I think that'll be my third.
Okay. Oh, are we all starting with our third?
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I thought you were just going
I
through.
thought that you were doing that. Oh,
I thought you were going through all.
okay.
Yeah, we had this long pause.
Oh, long pause. Sorry, I didn't know if you were doing like one of the last episodes where we all
Oh,
went.
I see.
around.
No, go ahead. Do your other 2.
Okay, the other 2, fabric flower making. That just sounds fun
I
and
can
up
see
my
you doing
alley
that.
because I like a good fabric fiber arts. So that seems fun out of all the fabric ones. But then the one I really honestly thought about doing before I saw all this is the 4-edge painting and just painting the
Yes.
edges of books because I have so many books. I could practice on my own books.
You should.
not?
not?
And I didn't really consider like the foiling part of it, but I've watched a few videos since, and that seems still there are more modern foiling techniques that seem doable. So
Okay.
I feel like that one would be my top one, and I'm actually interested in in trying that one out.
That's cool.
All right,
Yeah,
Good
Sam.
choice.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, I'm going to throw arrow smithing. I mean, I know you can just go buy arrows, but I think it'd be cool to learn how to make like an actual aerodynamic arrow
Mhm.
and, do all that by hand. I think that's really cool. Number 2, I'm going to throw glass eye making, like D.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that's fun to be able to create whatever kind of eye you want and give it to someone to wear. Maybe I'll take out my own eye and put a glass eye in for fun.
Oh, jeez.
Um, and then I think number 1, I'm going to have to go with figurehead and ship carving to be able to like. I think that'd be a cool thing to bring back, kind of like on the front of cars. What are those things called? Like
Oh, I forget what they're
uh,
called.
do you know what I'm talking about? The big metal thing on the front of ornament. Hood
Yeah, like a
ornament?
hood ornament. Yeah, hood
ornament, yes.
ornament. Yeah.
But like for boats and like just make them cool, not like they don't all have to be mermaids anymore. They can be fun things.
Just put
so.
an anime character on the boat.
Yes. Monkey
Like,
D.
just make it
Luffy.
modern. Yeah.
Big old Frankie on the front.
There you go.
Okay.
Now your turn, Steph.
Yes. So I'm gonna do my third is straw hat making, just so I can make Luffy's hat. I think that's fun. I don't know why when I was looking or just kind of recalling everything, the thing that stuck out to me was broom making. I just think that's funny.
Oh my god.
Just I don't know. I think that'd be funny. And then I think my number 1 is gonna be that 4-edge painting because I feel like that's just something easy that you could get into. And same thing, yeah, I've got books and that'd be fun to try.
I got books.
Got books. Nice. Well, I'm glad you guys got a kick out of all these crafts, and hopefully maybe it inspires you to pick up arts and crafts of some kind.
Nope.
I know you are not necessarily an arts and crafts person, Sam, but maybe it inspired one of our listeners to go look into some of these crafts, and maybe they might not be exactly what you're looking for, but maybe it'll inspire you to get into like ceramics or weaving of some kind or knitting or painting.
We can put the link in the show notes.
We'll put the link to the website for heritagecrafts.org.uk in our show notes, and we'll put it on Reddit as well, so everyone can have access and take a look. And they do have a bunch of different pages about the different makers, skills you can learn, opportunities. Like I think their Instagram is really interesting, so I recommend following them there. And I think they're also on TikTok too, so you just get to see a bunch of cool stuff. But thank you so much for listening.
I hope you enjoyed our dive into these endangered crafts and will inspire you to pick up something new or just to look into it. We are on Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram at Shifting Tones Pod. If you haven't already, join our subreddit. We are pretty active there. We'd love to have you join our discussions and get involved in our community.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, or you can follow us individually. Steph is Spiffy Steffi on Reddit and Tumblr. Sam is Sir Captain Sam on Instagram or Controversial Sam on Reddit, who I did see
Yes.
posted on the subreddit.
I had to.
So, yeah. And then you can follow me, Dee, at Definitively Dee on Reddit and Instagram. So follow us wherever you want.
We have one more. We have our TikTok.
Oh, and we started a TikTok. Yeah, is that Shifting Tones Pod as well?
Pod, yeah. And I think
Nice.
like the actual like display name is Shifting Tones Podcast. So you should be able to
Rad.
find us if you search it.
Yeah, I think I just saw you posted something. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So
we
yeah,
got two
follow us
so
on
far.
TikTok. Get some little, snippets of our episodes. But yeah, thank you so much, and we will see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.